There comes a moment in every life when you realize that drifting through your days is not enough, when you feel that quiet whisper inside saying you were meant for more, that you are capable of more, that you want to do something meaningful with the time you have. But wanting something is not the same as achieving it, because between desire and accomplishment lies the bridge of discipline, clarity, and consistency, and that bridge is built through goals. Goals are not just wishes, they are directions, they are promises you make to yourself about the future you want to create. And yet most people set goals they never reach, not because they lack talent, but because they lack clarity, structure, and belief. The truth is, goal setting is an art. It is not just writing down what you one day, is understanding why you want it. It is creating a roadmap that makes the vision real goals that you will actually begin with. Purpose, because without purpose, a goal is just noise. It has no heartbeat, no gravity. Purpose is what gives meaning to your effort. It is what keeps you moving when the excitement fades. So before you set any goal, ask yourself, why do I want this? What will it give me? What part of me will it grow? Because when your why is strong enough, you will always find the how. To set a goal you will actually achieve, you must first get clear on what you truly want, not what others expect of you, not what the world tells you to chase, but what makes your soul come alive. Too often, people set goals that belong to someone else. They chase titles, money, approval, because they think that is what success looks like. But true fulfillment comes when your goals align with your values, with your vision, with your truth. So take a moment and listen to yourself. What kind of life do you want to live? What kind of person do you want to become? And once you can answer that with honesty, your goals will begin to take shape naturally. Clarity is power. Vague goals create vague results. Saying I want to be successful means nothing until you define what success looks like to you. Does it mean freedom? Does it mean creativity? Does it mean peace? Does it mean contribution? Once you define it, you can design it. And a goal without a plan is just a dream. You need to turn the vision into something tangible, something measurable, something you can see, track, and adjust along the way. To achieve your goals, you must break them down into steps, because the human mind gets overwhelmed by big visions, but it can handle small, consistent actions. Do not focus on climbing the entire mountain. Focus on the next step, because every step forward counts. If your goal is to get fit, start with a daily walk. If your goal is to build a business, start with one product, one idea, one connection. The key is momentum. Motion creates motivation. Action creates clarity, and progress builds confidence. Discipline is the backbone of achievement. Motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going, because there will be days when you do not feel like working toward your goal, days when doubt creeps in, when progress feels invisible. And that is when discipline must take over. Discipline says, I will do it anyway. I will show up because I made a promise to myself, and I keep my promises. To make discipline easier, create systems. Success is not about willpower, it is about structure. If you want to change your life, change your routine, your habits, shape your destiny. You do not rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. So design systems that support your goals. If you want to read more, leave the book on your desk. If you want to eat healthier, prepare your meals ahead of time. If you want to save money, automate your savings. Make success the path of least resistance. Another key to achieving your goals is to visualize them as already done. The mind moves toward what it consistently imagines. Visualization trains your brain to see the goal as familiar, to feel it as real. And when the mind believes it can achieve something, it begins to align every thought and action to make it happen. See yourself succeeding, feel the emotions of achievement, hear the applause in your mind, and soon your actions will follow, because you become what you repeatedly imagine. You must also learn to measure your progress, because what gets measured gets improved. Tracking your progress gives you Feedback, it shows you what works and what doesn't. It keeps you accountable, and accountability creates results even if you are the only one. Keeping score, celebrate small wins. Every milestone matters because small victories compound into great success. Failure is not the enemy of goals. It is part of the process. Every setback teaches you something valuable. Every mistake gives you data to adjust your path. People who achieve their goals are not those who never fail. They are those who never stop learning from failure. They use it as fuel instead of letting it become fear. You also need patience. Success takes time. Growth takes time. Everything meaningful takes time. The seed does not become a tree overnight. You must nurture it daily. Even when you do not see results, trust the process, because consistency compounds. The person who stays consistent, even with small actions, will always outperform the one who starts big and quits early. Your environment matters more than you think. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, who inspire you, who remind you of your potential. If you spend time around those who complain and settle, you will absorb their energy unconsciously. But if you spend time with dreamers, doers, thinkers, you will rise with them. Energy is contagious, so protect yours fiercely. A powerful mindset shift for goal setting is to focus on identity, not outcome. Instead of saying, I want to lose weight, say, I am becoming a healthy person. Instead of saying, I want to write a book, say, I am becoming a writer. When you shift your focus from outcome to identity, your actions align naturally because you begin to act like the person you want to become. Goals are achieved not by force, but by alignment. Another technique is to set goals that excite you, not just goals that make sense. Logic will keep you safe, but passion will keep you going. When your goal lights a fire in your heart, you will find energy even on the hardest days. Choose goals that challenge you, that scare you a little, because fear is often a sign of growth. You must also be flexible. The path to your goal will never be straight. It will twist, turn, and test you, but flexibility allows you to adapt, to learn to pivot when necessary. You can change the plan without abandoning the purpose. Rigidity breaks, flexibility bends, and continues. Gratitude is also essential for achievement. When you focus only on what is missing, you create resistance. But when you are grateful for how far you have come, you create momentum. Gratitude fuels motivation because it reminds you that you are already making progress. To achieve your goals, you must let go of perfection. Perfection is procrastination disguised as discipline. It keeps you waiting for the perfect time, the perfect plan, the perfect opportunity, which never comes. Progress, not perfection, is what moves you forward. Done is better than perfect because action creates results while waiting creates regret. Writing your goals down makes them real. Words turn thoughts into commitments. Studies show that people who write their goals are far more likely to achieve them because writing activates clarity, and clarity activates action. When you write, you give your dreams form. To stay consistent, build rituals. Your rituals create rhythm, and rhythm sustains momentum. Start your morning with intention, plan your day with focus, and your day with reflection. These rituals anchor your goals in your daily life. You must also master the art of saying no. Every yes to distraction is a no to your dream. Protect your time as if it were gold, because it is. Time is the currency of success. Spend it wisely. Eliminate what does not serve your purpose. Focus is rare in a world full of noise, but it is the secret to extraordinary results. The person who can focus deeply for a few hours a day will accomplish more than the one who is constantly busy but unfocused. So remove distractions, put your phone away, give your full attention to the task before you, and watch how much progress you can make. Accountability can multiply your success. Find a mentor, a coach, or a partner who will hold you accountable, who will remind you of your goals when you forget, who will challenge you when you make excuses. Because we all need someone who believes in our potential even when we doubt ourselves. Self-belief is the foundation of all achievement. If you do not believe you can, you will not even try. Belief is built through evidence. So start small, achieve small goals, build momentum, and your confidence will grow. Every success, no matter how small, becomes proof that you are capable. Remember that goals without action are fantasies, but action without reflection is chaos. So balance both. Act consistently, but reflect. Often ask yourself, am I moving in the right direction? Am I aligned with my values? Am I still connected to my purpose? Reflection keeps your goals alive. To set goals, you will actually make them specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. But beyond structure, fill them with emotion, with meaning, with vision, because emotion is what drives behavior. One of the biggest mistakes people make is setting too many goals at once, spreading their energy too thin. Focus on one or two major goals at a time. Give them your full attention, achieve them, then move to the next. Success builds on success. Every goal you achieve begins with a decision. A decision to start, a decision to commit, a decision to keep going, no matter how hard it gets. So decide now that you will not quit, that you will stay focused, that you will see it through until the end. There will be moments when doubt creeps in, when you question if it is worth it, when results are slow and motivation fades. But that is when growth happens. That is when you must remember why you started, because your why will carry you when your willpower runs out. Visualize the moment you achieve your goal. Feel it, see it, taste it, live it in your imagination every day. Because what you focus on expands. When your mind can see it clearly, your body will follow. Do not compare your journey to others. Comparison kills progress. Everyone moves at their own pace. Your race is your own. The only person you need to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Celebrate every step forward, because every step is proof that you are moving. Every small win deserves recognition, because it reinforces the habit of progress. When you achieve one goal, do not stop. Use that momentum to build the next one. Success creates energy, and that energy can carry you forward into new heights. Remember that the process of becoming is just as important as the destination, because who you become in pursuit of your goal is what truly matters. The habits you build, the strength you gain, the wisdom you learn, those are the real rewards. At the end of the day, setting goals you will actually achieve is about alignment, clarity, consistency, and belief. It is about knowing what you want, why you want it, and being willing to do what it takes every single day. You already have everything you need to succeed. You have the power, the vision, the creativity, the resilience. All you need is to begin. Start. Small starts. Now start where you are, and trust that the journey will unfold as it should. And one day you will look back and realize that every effort, every sacrifice, every step was worth it, because you did not just achieve a goal, you transformed yourself in the process.